Good morning, geeks and gamers. It is the greatest day of all time, and it is Geeks and Gamers Daily Time.
I agree.
How is everybody doing today? I'm excited. Are you excited? Are you excited, Jay? We just threw this together at the last second, so...
No, it worked out perfectly. I'm very excited.
I'm actually in the middle of changing the damn title on Kick right now. Boom. Thank you, Josiah, for telling me about that. All right, so the Kick title has changed. We're not playing Battlefront at all, but we are talking about all the things going on in the world of entertainment, including Indiana Jones getting dethroned by a film with a $14.5 million budget. The people continue to speak. The people continue to tell you what they want. Are you going to continue to reject the people? We're going to talk about that because the mainstream doesn't seem to want to talk about it very much. And we've got the perfect guy here to talk about all of that. The man, the myth, the legend, who didn't know he was going to be here until 5 minutes ago because Josiah thought I wanted him to play Fortnite today instead of be on daily. So, hi, Jay. How are you, buddy?
I'm always here when you need me.
He's always here.
I'm sure the people are happy.
He's always here. We love Jay. We appreciate
always
Jay,
here when you need me, boss.
He is always.
I'm excited, man. I got my Tigger cup. I'm bouncing around. Things are good. I'm kind of excited. You know, I'm leaving Saturday afternoon after like one final live stream and gonna unplug from the internet for a while and get these books out. And just things are just. It's just it was a good day yesterday. So
heck yeah, man.
It was a good day for a lot of reasons.
It's man, it's there's a lot of momentum right now for everything going on. Whether it's you know, just specific to us and what we have going on, or even the bigger, you know, kind of idea of the entertainment world, watching a lot of these Marvel and Disney and Pixar movies continue to fail. The theme parks, you know, not doing as well as you would think on the Disney side. And it's not that I don't actively choose for things to fail. I actively choose for things that are not in the best interest of the people to fail.
Well, we called it years ago. Even in the theme parks, we were calling it. We're like, and you could go back to some of our old park hopping live streams too. I'm like, if they continue to do this, they're going to be dethroned. And I remember comment section like, you guys are just Universal lovers. Disney can never be dethroned. And like, it's happening right before our eyes, everything. Yeah. And now they're blaming it on everything. The July 4th debacle at the Disney theme parks is being blamed on heat in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, really?
Yep.
Because it's hot in Florida? Who knew? You know,
literally everybody that goes to theme parks understands that the brutality in June, July it's insane. Like,
yeah,
but it has never stopped people from going to the parks.
No,
ever.
July 4th. So for Disney theme parks, since you jumped into it, normally July 4th, and I never want to go around that weekend. July 4th weekend and Christmas weekend. Yeah, Christmas Day is the most visited day for the Disney theme parks. I don't know why, but people love to go on Christmas Day. They think something magical is going to happen. All you're going to get is 1 million people and barely any space to move. But yeah, so the July 4th weekend and the Christmas weekend is usually the most crowded. And as we saw, even the Disney reporters were like, this is the first time it's been this light. Not in a year, not in a couple years. They're calling decades. Like decades, it's never been this light in the Disney park.
Jeez.
And people were like, well, it was so hot. It's just people didn't want to go because it was hot. And then they put the wait times for the Universal rides, and they're all over an hour long. They're like, well, I guess they went over there then. So it's like, whatever. And what's crazy is Universal's charging more over the summer.
Yeah.
So it's like something's happening, man. People, it's over and done with, man. I don't know. They better
figure it out soon, man.
They got to. They got to figure it out. But you know what's crazy, Jeremy? Have you heard like all these diversity? What do they call it? Diversity managers?
Diversity, inclusion, and representation officer.
You say like 4 or 5 of them been fired and let go from these major corporations recently. I wonder.
As Ripa says, it's a made-up job anyway. It's a made-up job.
I know, but it's just crazy
when the profits start drying up, the first thing you're going to get rid of is your made-up positions that have no impact on the company at all. It's all for virtue signaling, and they're all getting fired because their job is literally the most unimportant thing on the planet because it's not something that even exists.
They get the so apparently what I heard is that they get a data sheet like for a movie, and they have to count how many diversity people are working in the film, and like that's their, if that's
Jesus.
true, somebody please tell me,
Oh my
because I think
God.
that's that is hilarious.
What the hell, man?
Because it's like, hey, we're about to do an indie movie. Here you go. Oh, I don't know, man. Well, okay. There's only 4 people.
It's
Like,
unbelievable. It
I
really
really hope
is.
that's true.
And again, so what we're going to talk about today is a film named Sound of Freedom. And Jay knows, a lot about this, but like Sound of Freedom on a $14.5 million budget has dethroned Indiana Jones 5 at the box office, a film that had reportedly up to a $330 million budget. That's where we are. And it's not even that. Mission
And
Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, the reviews are out 98% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. And that's from the critics. That's from the critics. So you can only imagine what the fans are going to be saying. You know what I mean? So what were you going to say though? You're about to say something.
no, you're right. The Sound of Freedom that didn't have a Disney machine behind it pushing it in the theater. Didn't really have like major A-lister stars. You had the guy that played Jesus. He's in it. I mean, he's a known actor, but wasn't, Harrison Ford, I would say, is a bigger actor than James.
Oh, of course. I mean,
Yeah, so
of
it's like you
course.
didn't have like big A-listers. You didn't have a big machine pushing this and putting it out there, and yet it did better.
It 100% did. And I guess let's just go ahead and jump right into that. Let me say hello to a few people and then we'll jump right into that. Let's see. Wickedus becomes a new member. Welcome to the 199. Square root of 47 equals D-Day Cobra for $2 says Hail 47. Yeah, so I don't know if you watched Cobra Cast last night, Jay, but
I saw, like, holy crap. You were right. You're like, if this is a troll job, it's great. But when they brought up Uche, you're kind of
yes.
like,
There's
that's
no
weird.
way. There's no way. There's no way it's a I don't think it's a troll job when they brought like real life, the passing of someone else into it that's on the team. The people that hate us are very twisted, demented people. And yeah, so we reacted. If you want to go watch Cobra Cast, you can watch my reaction. But there's this weirdo who basically broke down like all of these weird reasons why the 199 has been invented, and I'm a cult leader, and getting really upset about people sending super chats with 199, and really upset when people send $199 super chats, which I think I'm glad you were upset about that because it just motivates people to do it even more. But yeah, just the mental gymnastics of like all of the things that they were throwing in there and these numbers and these meanings. And, they even found out Awesome Guy, the troll that created this whole thing, like his account's 10 years old. And they made a point, like if you took the beard off of Beardo, it kind of looks like an Awesome Guy photo. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Holy crap. And then so somewhere along the way, then they made another video because the 47, and because obviously Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States of America. And we had 47 new members on the stream when I showed the back end. And then I watched a video of Trump that was 47 seconds. And it's like secret society, skulls, bones, all this shit. I was like, wow. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're part of Skull and Bones?
Apparently.
Cool.
Apparently. So
I was put into that group when I defended Gina Carano, apparently.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's wild.
Like, I didn't get my
man.
free watch, Skull and Bones. Apparently, you get a free watch that you're in the club.
It is wild, man. But I am.
Speaking of
I'm
our
okay
haters,
with it. Which one now?
Not only that, but our haters are pretty dumb. Here's a shared screen. This is Mike.
Oh,
Mike
yeah.
has him profiles and his hashtag Wonderman. He's like, thanks for the delicious news, FG&G. But he did, and then they're like, did you read the last sentence that they did when they weren't demonetized? He's like, for now.
The greatest thing that happened, and again, I've talked about this, like it's the blessing and the curse of it. Like obviously it was good that we got it all turned around. It's re-energized, the 199, and everybody's been super supportive. The worst part of it is when you have a problem like this, you have to go public with the YouTube. You have to tell publicly, hey,
and you knew they were coming.
And you know, when you do that, then these weirdos start keying in, and it's so frustrating, man. And it just motivates them. And so yeah, we got people coming for our necks right now, man. But we're still on Kick, we're still on Rumble. You can't stop us. You cannot stop us. We have seen so much support throughout all of these platforms, and
unbelievable.
It's been pretty crazy to watch, pretty special to watch. So we ain't going nowhere. I still see this view fluctuation thing that's happening on YouTube. It was happening last night on CobraCast. I have no idea why this is doing. So I don't know. I don't understand it, but we're glad to have all of you here for Geeks Gamers Daily. Blake Barrett says MK8 Deluxe Booster 5 drops July 12th. Yes, I saw the trailer. Really good maps. I'm looking forward to this one. So we will see what happens. TJ just dropped 10 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you, TJ. Chef Nick Nero. Did you know adding Jeremy, Ryan, Steph, Krista, and Jay divided by the coefficient of Ripaverse, you can get X equals MC squared value of Nerdrotic. 199 is the master race. Hail hashtag liberal tier lube. Thank you, Chef Nick Nero.
Chef Nick.
Oh my God. Abaru gifting 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you, Paul. 199 cult members unite. Square root of 47 equals D-Day Cobra. Drink the Kool-Aid. Thank you. Kate T says, sweet, got a renewal. Thanks. I love this chat, and we love you right back.
Oh yeah, chat is awesome.
We love you right back. King of Diet Coke. Hail the 199. Valkyria Winter, been catching up on CobraCast. I've missed. So the 199 is now a cult. Well, sorry to say, but Jeremy, you're not that smart with all that the calculations. So on that note, hail 199 and Skull. Thank you so much. There's Gremlin. Let's drink that orange Kool-Aid. Hail to the 199 cult. Thank you. Yeah, views are still. It was at 2,200 and now it's dropped to 1,800. It's so weird. You know, that never happens. And even last night, CobraCast kept going from 1,500 to 900, back up to 1,300. It was weird. So YouTube is broken apparently.
Fun time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jay Salty Saint says Hayden rhymes with Satan. Coincidence?
Yeah,
you decide.
right.
Good Lord. Valkyria Winter, Jay, you sexy man beast.
Thank you.
As is Wonky Eyebrow, hail fellas, and hail the 199. Sebastian. Okay, this is a tough question right here, Jay. Overall, who's the better actor, Harrison Ford or Tom Cruise?
I'm gonna go. I'm only gonna go with Harrison Ford because I think he's done a.
It's a tough question, bro. But I'm gonna go Tom Cruise. I'm going Tom Cruise.
I'm trying to. It might.
A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
Yep. Tropic Thunder does it. Yeah, you're right. Tom Cruise. Tropic Thunder does it for me. Les Grossman is one of my. That is what I wish he would do a whole movie of him sitting at his office as Les Grossman, like one of those fun movies that you just throw on YouTube or something. Nothing too serious. Les Grossman, of all characters, does it for me. Harrison Ford is he's done more. I guess. You have Han Solo and Indiana Jones. Those two characters are pretty iconic.
They are pretty iconic.
So,
but if you
Cruise's iconic character is Ethan Hunt, right? I don't know if he what else?
Maverick, Top Gun, or he's got Maverick.
Maverick, yeah.
I mean, but so the thing about it is so Harrison Ford has two of the most iconic characters in all of movie history. But outside of those two iconic characters, and I mean, I'm not saying Harrison Ford's a megastar, okay? But we're talking about the comparison. We're talking about compared to GOATs. So it's outside of that, what do you have these iconic memories of? I know Air Force One was great. You know what I mean?
Dude, Blade Runner. You got
The Fugitive was great. Yeah,
awesome.
These are all great movies. But Tom Cruise has. The list just goes on and on for his movies, man, and they're versatile. Jerry Maguire is a He is phenomenal in that movie, man.
It's a good movie.
And that's like a romantic comedy of sorts. Then you have he's like the greatest action star of all time. Then you have the comedic elements like the Les Grossman. I gotta say it's Tom. Yeah, you've got the
He
what was
played
the
Jack
cocktail
Ryan. Didn't Harrison Ford play like wasn't he in the Clear and
Clear and Present Danger.
yeah. So that
But I'm gonna go with Tom Cruise.
yeah,
So.
I think you're right. I think
It's a good discussion though. Look at there, Sebastian. That was a good one.
even
right
though
there.
Indiana Jones is my favorite cinematic character of all time, but I think I
Yeah.
like Ethan Hunt too. Sorry,
Yeah.
Ethan Hunt over James Bond. That's just me. Sorry.
Yep.
I got to
hear
go
you.
with America on
Hey,
that one.
I 100%, man. I'm not even a big James Bond fan. Mission Impossible movies all day long. Nor to Timmy, member message. I love the sound of my favorite YouTubers reading my username out loud. Thank you. Valientes, what a better movie to be Indy 5. Here we are with the protagonist portrayed by Jim Caviezel. That sounds as heroic as classic Indiana Jones from the 80s, not a sad and given up Indiana Jake. Yes, so let's talk about that. And again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys so very much. You are appreciated. We got Mugsikins subscribing over on Kick as well. Thank you so much. So the Sound of Freedom has finished number 1 at the box office on a daily calculation right here. And check this out, Jay. Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
$14 million compared to Indiana Jones 11.6. Here's the big deal here. Number 1, you've got Sound of Freedom at $14.5 million budget versus Indiana Jones with a reportedly $330 million budget. Some people seem to think it's even higher than that. An iconic character, a legendary franchise, and Disney has completely screwed this up. Look at the amount of theaters.
That is huge.
Indiana Jones had 2,000 more theaters.
Yeah.
2,000.
Double.
That is crazy. So this is insanity to me. Now here's what's crazy. You've got mainstream outlets. Some of them are reporting it, like they should be. Look at this headline right here. Look at this one. Look at that headline.
Yeah.
These people are fucking freaks, man. These people are freaks. So The Sound of Freedom is a movie that was not necessarily on my radar, but because of all of the people, I am going to go see it as soon as humanly possible, hopefully this weekend. But it really centers around human trafficking. And we live in this world where Hollywood and corporate America want to make up things to be worried about. Oh, diversity, inclusion, representation, yada, yada, yada. And now you have a film that's tackling a real issue that's going on.
Yeah.
Before we continue, holy shit, Kevin. Do you see what Kevin just did?
No, I gotta pull. I can't see the chat in StreamYard for some reason.
Because I'm running it through. Streamlabs.
Okay.
Kevin just dropped a $500 super chat.
Well, you got to play the clip.
Kevin just dropped. What's the clip? What clip?
The Ripper clip.
Oh, I don't have that one. I'm going to get it, though. I got to get it now. Hell, yeah. Oh, my God. And then Alec Baldwin's finger just dropped a $47.47 one. Holy crap. Whew. I am
unbelievable.
A bit overwhelmed at the moment with that one, Kevin. I was a little shocked. Kevin just mic dropped. He said, you know where the haters can go. Just forget them and forget Hollywood. Holy crap. I got to play it. I got to find it. I don't know if I can find it. We got to try to find it. Because that Ripper clip.
It's important to find it.
It's very important to find it. And I'm glad that Jay thought about this. So, Kevin.
I'm looking for it because, you never know. Holy crap, Kevin.
I mean, holy crap. That's insane, man. I was not prepared for a $500 super chat this morning. And yet here we are. And who better to talk to us about it than young Ripper? Here we go, right here. $500 super chat. Here we go.
And this is how much it was.
Shout out to the rebellion.
$500 donation. You know what he says? Nothing. Drops $500 on the table. Looks over at everybody at the poker table. Dropped it on there. Moonwalked right out of the saloon, double doors. Didn't say anything. Spurs on his boots. Couple holstered handguns. Cowboy hat. Thick mustache. Dropped the money on the table, looked at everybody square in their eye, and just moonwalked right out of the saloon double door. Didn't say shit. Didn't say anything. No message there. Didn't say jack shit. And you have to be a cocky son of a bitch. First and foremost, that's not cheap. You got to be a cocky son of a bitch to drop $500 and just bounce the fuck out of there and don't say nothing. I respect that.
Shit. Young Rifa. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that, brother. Holy crap, man. Wow. What a dono, man. Okay, so back to Sound of Freedom. This is a film that's really hitting another level with a lot of people. And I think that there's something to it, just like I think something special is happening with this movie because word of mouth has become the most powerful tool in Hollywood. It's not about marketing anymore. Again, marketing is important. I mean, it's always going to be important. The more you can put something out there, if you're spending money, if you're advertising, if you're showing trailers, marketing is important. It's always going to be important. But the most powerful tool in Hollywood right now is word of mouth. It's why Top Gun Maverick made $1.5 billion. I mean, Top Gun Maverick opened to a decent opening weekend. It's not like anyone anticipated $1.5 billion, but word of mouth took it there. That's why Avatar's done so well. Avatar's never opened up huge. They've opened up solid.
Like a slow burn, yeah.
Word of mouth just continues to pick up. This movie right now on a $14.5 million budget is looking like it's going to do something special. So, Jay, what do you know about this film? What can you tell the audience about this film that is impacting so many people?
Yeah, so the movie's about Tim Ballard, who I met one time several years ago. He used to work for Homeland Security, and then he kind of, long story short, he opened the door of like I shouldn't use that term, but he discovered this horrific world of child sex tourism and stuff. And so he started this organization called Operation Underground Railroad, which a huge shout out to the Geeks and Gamers community, because I don't know if anybody remembers, but 2 years ago on the Drunk 3PO channel, we did a fundraiser for that cause. And when it was all said and done, I think we did about $70,000 for that fundraiser in just a few hours. It's a really important organization that does the dirty work that most people wouldn't do. When I know for me personally, the film just I'm so glad that, and it's sad that we have to have a film like this to bring awareness to such a horrific thing that's going on in the world. So, but I do know, like, when Underground Railroad, Operation Underground Railroad, let me get that right. When I was, people don't know this, and I'm not going to go too deep into it, but there was a time, and Jeremy knows this, that I was pretty much living in Haiti after the earthquake in 2010. And in Haiti alone, after the earthquake, they estimated about like 14,000. I think 14,000 children were kidnapped from the country and put into this horrific thing that's happening. And Underground Railroad, and a lot of the kids were taken into the Dominican Republic. And you can look that up on Google. It's all there. It's nothing, I'm not just stating whatever, but it's all there. And Underground Railroad, and another one that I had knew really well called Love 152, did a lot of work there to end it in the in a certain area in Dominican Republic where they had these children. It was really, I'm not gonna go on and on about like the whole thing, but it just was like it was really something. And I could say today that at least before I left, there a lot of that stuff was cleaned up over there in those countries because of these organizations like that. So I think this is I am it's on it's I'm trying not to like say too much, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
awesome to see that there's a lot of like attention being brought to what is happening, like literally like right under our nose.
Yeah, and I
So
mean, look at the response. I mean, shockingly, it's even got an
yeah,
88 critics, but it's 100% audience
100%.
score right now. 100% audience score, and from what I understand, this is not an easy movie to watch. It's not like this is like oh, let's just go have a great time and all. Like this is a serious topic. You know what I mean? And it's very brutal, but it's a necessary one. And it's also a story that Hollywood typically doesn't want to tell because, again, Hollywood is too busy making up things to pretend that are problems. You know, like, oh, diversity, inclusion, and representation. Oh, we have to worry about that. No, what we should worry about is children being kidnapped.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's such a toxic thing to worry about. This makes me toxic to say that one of the more important things to focus on is our children being kidnapped and trafficked. Yes, that's what we should be focused on.
It's
Not getting more diversity in front of the fucking camera and behind the scenes. Nobody gives a shit about that. It's a made up problem. It's not a real problem, and it's a diversion for us to focus on the real problems. Go ahead.
yeah, it is I have like, and maybe I'll share on my live stream later, but it's I have we have so many I have so many stories and like pictures of like the organization that I was with. And there was one I want to share because I've shared this before, and it was just, and I won't take up too much time, but it was just such a beautiful thing to see people like Tim Ballard who found a purpose in life after working for the government, saying, I'm going to dedicate myself to rescuing children. There's a tattoo artist that I know that way back in 2013 was just really, it's a long story short, he just really lost in life. And I invited him out to come with a team into the Dominican Republic while we were doing some work there with some of the food programs and stuff. And we went to one of these facilities, and there was a child that was like trying to like when kids go into these trafficking, a lot of times they get tattooed with numbers on their arm. And he saw like what that was, and he ended up coming back a few years later and tattooing these beautiful works of art over those horrific numbers that these kids had. And it's like he found like a purpose to, to bring this is the only thing he knew what to do. He's like, I have an art form, and I can help these kids not look at this horrific number that they put on their arm about like, you're just a number to these people and all these horrific things that are happening to these kids. And he put these beautiful tattoos over these numbers, so those kids don't have to be reminded of the horror that they went through.
Oh,
So
yeah. That's awesome.
yeah, it's a real sad reality. I mean, I couldn't imagine being, a child from Haiti. An earthquake happened, you lose your whole family in a matter of 30 seconds, and then you're just picked up by someone and shipped off to a country where you don't know the language, you don't know anything, and put in horrific circumstances that yeah, like you said, real world problems.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Real problems. And so, if we want to start telling, all these commentaries on movies, and let's just talk about the real problems, not fake made up problems, Hollywood. And so I'm really
yeah.
excited for this. Gremlin just dropped 50 gifted
Yeah, look
memberships.
at that.
50. Holy shit, man. Gremlin. You guys are crushing it today. Alec Baldwin's finger walking in here with a $47.47 super chat.
It's all
and
part of the
course,
cult.
All part of the cult. And of course, we got Kevin with the big $500 super chat, which is insane. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the trailer really quick so everybody can kind of see what's going on with this.
Well,
So,
but you are right. Word of mouth. You saw Gina Carano tweeting it out, and others saying, "Please just go support this film."
Yep.
It probably will be a hard one to watch for many people. So, but
here we go.
I don't think I can do this job, Tim. As soon as I lay down, all I see are those kids' faces. How long you been doing this? 12 years. How do you do it?
It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's gonna pass the drug trade.
Señor Timoteo, tú rescatas niños, ¿verdad? Quizá puedas ayudarme a encontrar a mi hermana.
Imagine walking into a room right now, seeing an empty bed. What will we do?
We're Homeland Security. You know we can't go off rescuing kids in Colombia.
The production on this is just insane, like production value. Because I mean, you see a lot of films like that, that are not done. I mean, again, it's got a $14.5 million budget, and this looks like something that's got a $100 million budget. That is insane, man. And that's important into this whole big piece of the puzzle.
This job tears you to pieces. This is my one chance to put those pieces back together.
We're talking about extracting an 11-year-old girl from an army of rebels.
Not just her. I'm talking about rescuing hundreds of kids.
She could be a block down the road, or she could be in Moscow, Bangkok, LA.
Over 2 million children a year are being sucked into the deepest recesses of hell. If we do nothing, someday it's gonna reach the likes of you.
If we do nothing, someday it's going to reach the likes of you.
Yeah.
Simple yet very effective. Right there.
What if this was your daughter?
So there it is right there. The Sound of Freedom. It's again, it's not going to be an easy movie for people to watch.
No.
But
it's a very real one.
Yes. And I'm excited to see what the next chapter is for this movie, but right now, it has finished #1 at the daily box office, destroying Indiana Jones, and again, 2,000 less theaters that it's in. 2,000. And a budget report about $350 million less on the budget. So that is awesome to see. It's got a 100% Rotten Tomatoes score as we speak. And we'll see.
And they're doing something right when media people are coming after this film, calling it pathetic. For all these I'm looking at that Jezebel.com article right now saying, oh, this is terrible. Like, you shouldn't watch this film. It doesn't do anything to help. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? It's like it's unbelievable. And I'm looking at like some of the comments, like some people have clipped out some of these articles and how how angry some of these people are saying, because this article implies that basically it's going to manipulate people to kidnap kids by watching this film. And I'm like, what? Did you really watch this film and decide that's what you wanted to write in an article? Like, is that really what, like, you felt like you wanted to tell people not to watch this film? And so in that article, it says basically, I'm summing it up, rescuing kids from sex slavery is exactly the same as kidnapping other than the implied virtue. That is the worst take I have ever heard in my life. It's like, what these people, man, it's like, if they're not celebrating the fact that kids are being rescued, it makes you wonder. You know,
Those that preach
that's
the
all I have to
loudest
say. It's
talk.
just it should make you wonder, you know, if it's like, if people aren't celebrating that children are being removed from like probably the worst horrific situation humanly possible.
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, I don't know about that. You know, I don't know. It's like, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder, like,
But we need more representation, Jay. That's the most important
it's
problem
like,
facing our
holy
world
crap,
today is
man.
having more diversity. That's the most important thing we are facing as a country right now. That is the whole thing to you know, put your attention into. So it's just whatever, man. But I'm happy this movie is making an impact, and I hope more people will go out and see it and support it. And I plan on going to see it this weekend. And yeah, that's really good stuff. So congratulations to Jim Caviezel. And the independent studio behind it is the Angel Productions. I think that's what it is. So really happy to see. And I think the tide is turning. I really, really do. Like, the tide is turning. But it's again, it doesn't mean it's just going to be fixed overnight. But if you look at it, again, word of mouth is the most powerful tool right now for marketing a film. Word of mouth. People spreading the word about something being good. Again, multi-million-dollar marketing, that's still going to be important, but it's not as important as it used to be. People, you know, seeing a movie they like and then telling their friends, and their friends telling their friends, and so on and so forth. That is the most powerful marketing we have right now. And do you know what a film needs to be to have that type of marketing? Good. It needs to be good. And that's something that Hollywood is having a hard time producing anything good right now.
Could you remember, like, when these low budget films from studios that no one's heard of, they would come out and they would just kind of like go under the radar a little bit, you know, they might crack the top 10 for a weekend.
Yep.
And the fact that this is, like you said, #1 is astounding. And if you don't know Operation Underground Railroad, you could look up and see their organization. This guy like hires like like retired Navy SEAL military people to go in and hunt these losers down that deserve a wood chipper. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they do. It's and there's a lot of videos and stuff on there about the organization as well. So
good stuff, man. Really happy to see this movie doing well. We have a great audience here today so far.
Yeah, man,
Jared the
is
American. I rewatched Cobra Cast as I fell asleep during it. I hope you go back and watch it all, man. It was a good one last night. Tabletop Joe. God, it just jumped on me. I hate when that happens. Tabletop Joe says, happy 4th anniversary of the massacre in Toontown. The throwdown in Toontown, baby.
is it really? Wow.
4 years? Man, that's been a long time. Wow. Valiente says, Jesus Christ beat Indiana Jake at the box office. Indiana Jones chose poorly. What's your first thought? With 199 being an official cult, when are we going to get to see some sweet 199 robes? Can I suggest royal purple with a blue trim on the ends and a 199 on the back? Hail 199. Doug B says, hail to our cult leader, Jeremy. Thank you. Tyrant Lizard King. Jeremy, I didn't know you were a puppet of the number-worshipping secret society cults. That's all I need to hear, because everyone I know is 47 times 80 or 181 times 0 equals hail 199. Hey, since
I'm not that very good at math, man. That's why I was a history
Since we're
teacher.
talking about cults, right here, this is my new cult figure right
that
here.
thing look, dude,
this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Can you please, like, say, Suresh or someone, can you make this a reality? That thing is cool, man. I want that. That thing is freaking cool.
So here's what I presented to and I haven't heard back from the person that designed it, okay? But what I said was, because I told him, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, okay? And what he did add is more. So he put this. So this is on the back. So it's just like a G.I. Joe. So he's got spots for RK Outpost, Trunk 3PO, Christanova, Beardo, Rolo, Epic Mike,
really?
Steph, Odin, Josiah, Nerdrotic, Ripa. And I'm like, I don't know if you were planning on doing those, but I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay to get the artwork done. And if it's an opportunity, I would love to release like a line of G&G 199 action figures like this. Like I don't know the legalities of using that exact scheme and everything. But I totally, if I can fund it, it will probably cost a lot of money. It'll probably cost a lot of money, but I'm willing to try.
People would buy that stuff.
This is the coolest thing oh my gosh, I love it so much.
That's better
man.
than chat. Would you rather have the plushies or the action figures? Like that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think I'd take the action figures over the plushies. That's all.
Yeah. This is amazing, man. I love everything about this. I love every single thing about the design and everything, and it's got a Snake Eyes look to it too. Like I have the sword, I have the gun, so it's just like it looks like Snake Eyes. Coolest thing I've ever seen, man.
Heck would mine be like a bear figure?
Ain't no telling. But yeah, I want to see more of this. So hopefully I can get the artist to design more.
Indiana Jones.
I will make a call. I'll make a call.
Do the best meme of Jay you can. Like that's what people want.
Look at the chat. Holy crap, they want some action figures, man. But yeah, so super cool stuff, man. And hopefully I will have more on that one, but that's incredible. That is incredible. There's the TJs that gifted 10 Geeks Gamers memberships. Thank you, SBZ. Hold on to your buckets are 4 words. Drunk 3PO is 7 letters. 0 doesn't count. 4 and 7 coincidence? You decide. Good Lord, man.
I'm telling you, man. When you guys find out the real story behind us all, you'll be like, holy crap.
You'll be like, what? Atomic Patriot, hail the 47199 Geeks and Gamers. Thank you. Disco Cobra, you dropped the 50 at the end of one of the more recent streams, and I missed it, and I apologize for that. But just wanted you to know that I did see it, so thank you. Disco Cobra for 20. Help, I'm being compelled by the spirit of Geeks and Gamers and Cobra Cast to donate money. The cult has me under its spell. Gotta use God's Holy Spirit to break the chains. Remain strong, brothers. It's so funny, man.
That is great.
Chris Karan, mental illness is real. 199. Hell yes.
Among other things.
Gerardi Cabrera, 199. And it says message retracted, but we appreciate it. Japanese Demon says, don't doubt Jeremy's mental ability to create a cult. Remember Heaven's Gate. LOL. Young Sykes.
Yeah, don't worry. If Jeremy hands me Kool-Aid or anything, I won't be drinking it. Because the only thing at the G&G headquarters is Coors Light and Dr. Pepper. So, and Jeremy don't drink, so it's
right. That's right. Young Sykes says, new MK8 courses coming out 7/12. Get ready, Jeremy. I am ready. I can't wait. Danny says, Geeks and Gamers action figures will redeem Jeremy from his Pride Month plushie.
Yes, please. This is great.
Let's see. Gollum of the Breeding Chamber. Rise of the Beast was awful. 1986 is the only real movie. Lannisters defeating Tyrells was stupid. I published the first book at 15-year Callian Wilkinson on Amazon. Noted. All right. So Cailan Wilkinson on Amazon. Published my first book at 15 years. Nice, man.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Square root of 47 equals D-Day Cobra, which is one of the best usernames ever. Much love, Jay.
Thank you.
Go. Ozma for 10 says, if you type in 199 to the calculator and turn it upside down, it says boobs. Coincidence? Jesus Christ, man.
No coincidence with me.
Dude, it's already taken over like... So Josiah calls me last night and he's like, what's it? Everybody's in my chat. And he's like, you're saying 47 and 199, 47 and 199. I'm like, bro, it just keeps getting out of control. So
I'm part of the rebellion cult, people. So don't associate me with 199. I'll be the last one alive after the, apparently Jeremy told us last night that a comet was coming to, I'm just making that up.
Hey, that's what I do. Jeremy Shelton says, finally spending a couple of yen here. I'm not Jay. I just like watching the Dial of Destiny with men. I am not Jay. I just like watching the Dial of Destiny with men. Thank you, Jeremy Shelton.
Oh, funny.
Jay Salty Taint. I am a rooster illusion. Thank you.
Hot in my room.
Chef Nick Nero, Tom wouldn't sell out to make bad films like Indy. I think Tom would definitely put more work into it. Harrison Ford's at a point where he just doesn't care. So there's Kevin's 500.
Harrison Ford got 20 million for Indy.
That's insane.
So I'm kind of like, you're in your 70s,
Yeah.
and they're like, here's 20 million.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yep. It's true. There's Kevin's $500 super chat. $500. You know where the haters can go. Just forget them and forget Hollywood. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you, buddy. There's Alec Baldwin's finger, who don't miss. $47.47. Thank you, Alec Baldwin's finger. Danny Diego says, I missed yesterday's Cobra Cast. Sounds like I'm in for a treat. I look forward to joining the 199's Covert Ops Division, the Secret Force 7. I'll be sure to bring some Kool-Aid to the next secret meeting. Thank you. Yeah, I revealed last night during since we were exposed that I was running a secret cult society, the Skulls, that Kevin Spacey's actually the front. Frank Underwood is the real person. So Kevin Spacey's the fake person. It's really so Frank Underwood is actually the real person, and he really he's in the society along with Barack and Michelle, and Barack is actually female, which explains Big Mike. So yeah, that's part of the secret society I'm running. So
yeah, I also heard that Gina Carano's funding the whole thing.
Yeah, so there you go.
That's why she showed up on our channel.
There you go, right there. So Christian Rocker, Jay, your arcade machine's gonna be okay while gone.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I might move them away from the window in case there's like a massive storm while I'm gone, so don't get wet. But yeah, they should be okay.
Krylo Ren says, "Wait, my father is still alive, and he's running around with an insufferable British woman, and he's still a sad, depressed old man." Oh, man. Fully Problematic says, a little cheddar for the working men. Jay, what grade and subject teacher were you? Also, Velcro patches on FNT Letterman jacket for Nerdrotic Geeks and Gamers and Pork Eating Crusader morale patches win 199.
So I went to college, and the master's degree was in history. I wanted to be a history teacher, but I ended up being a 5th grade teacher. So I taught all subjects for several years.
There you go.
So,
all right.
5th grade.
Let's see. Wesley says, where's Ryan? Did the DEI officer get fired for budget cuts? He'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm the substitute here.
Me and Ryan are actually heading to Tampa as soon as this show is over with to meet with a certain person, a certain YouTube person. So that'll be kind of interesting. We'll see how that goes. We have 500 people over on Rumble.
Look at that.
Shout out. We have 112 over on Kick. Shout out. We have 2,700 on YouTube. Shout out. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you all being here. Mr. Parker says, Overlord D-Day, I have the robes ready like you trying to see what this says. Ready like you what you said. Super chat. This will see you later. Holy crap. Okay.
What?
I'm literally just gonna I'm gonna copy and paste that. That's what it says. All right, there we go. That's what it says. Overlord D-Day, I have the ropes ready, probably robes, like you. Oh, what you said doesn't super chat. This will see you later. That's what.
See you later.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Stephen Wassick, Chris Gore had Dubcock on as part of his prosecution for Star Wars trial that completely nukes the credibility of the trial. What's next? Campia and Zero? No, not that type. Not that a typo. Really should have known better. Yeah, I didn't see that one. But I had a blast being on Critics Court, man. I had a blast. So it was a lot of fun. Eating ass. Member message. Jeremy, is this two timing you? You're still my longest relationship. Japanese Demon. I'm 100% sure that $500 Ripa got was a virtue signal from a guy who cried after calling the police on the black guy. Oh my God, that clip was so cringe, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of the, we have to cover that. I just think that needs to be a nightly Cobra Cast feature of that, just focusing on that weirdo, because that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. There's Gremlins 50 gifted memberships. Thank you, Joe the Bard says, just paying my cult membership dues. Hail the 199.
Yeah, there
Thank
you
go. Let's see, Centenaro, the 199 aren't pores. No, the 199 aren't. And shockingly enough, I know this is going to come to a shocker for the people that hate me and hate the 199 and Geeks and Gamers and Cobra Cast. Because they really get mad that we get super chats and gifted memberships. They really get mad when we have people support us, not only just here on YouTube, but other platforms. It's kind of what happens when you talk to an audience that actually has jobs and actually, works and actually believes in individuality, or you could pander to a group of people that believe in identity politics and representation and want to sit around all day and believe that the world owes them something. So yes, that's why we have a following that actually has money and actually supports us that way. The Geeks Gamers made by the people for the people. That's it. It's that simple. So, Tom Page says, I watched Sound of Freedom. It's tough to watch, but important. It's a message that needs to be said. If you can't afford a ticket, you can get one free. I'm hearing so many good things about it. Real Sean Mack, hail the 199 and the cult of 47 or 47. Psych Monger, I sent you a DM last night after the credit video with Jim made. Has a QR code that people can pay it forward and buy tickets for others. Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Disco Cobra says, I think it's extremely heart-wrenching to know of the horrors that go behind the scenes of who is involved with this. Glad to see you guys like Tim Ballard and others getting the message out there. They want to suppress it. Yeah, I really hope this movie makes a big difference. This could be a cultural shift. It could. Especially with the numbers that it produced already, and the word of mouth is picking up and getting stronger and stronger. This could be a cultural shift that we're looking at right here based on this movie alone. What do you think, Jay?
Absolutely. And also this is why pop culture and stuff that we talk about here, entertainment and movies, is so important, because a movie like this can bring awareness to something that many people might not even realize is going on, like right under their nose. That's why this stuff is important. That's why we talk about this stuff. But yeah, I think we might come back if we're here another few years and say, how we would always say how Ghostbusters 2016 was the switch, where a lot of this stuff, for some people was The Last Jedi, where all this SJW stuff started being pushed in our films and media.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people credit it to Ghostbusters 2016. We might come back and say it was the dial of destiny that shifted everything back to normal.
Yep.
People got fired, man. Corporations came tumbling down. Awareness to real social issues. All that happened because of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Indiana's still the hero when it's all said and done by being the biggest bomb ever. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you, my prediction with no source whatsoever, something's happening at Lucasfilm. People are like looking at something. Like, there's just no way. You remember when James Mangold had like that Twitter rant? I guess he went after Salty Nerd Podcast and a few others. He was like, this movie's going to be all that. And it's like, well, those tweets didn't age too well, did it?
Nope. Nope.
It's like, I was so tempted to tweet at Mango. I was like, I'm not going to do it. It's like, you should be ashamed of yourself for that pile of crap that you gave us. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at it like, man, maybe this was the hero move that Indiana Jones did to save us all from pop culture. And we're just, we're witnessing it. So
something has to change, man. I mean, look at the films that have connected most with people in the last few years. What are they? Top Gun Maverick, Super Mario Brothers, Avatar. Those are the films that really stand out.
Literally it.
Dune didn't do huge box office numbers, but I think that Dune Part 2 is going to have a massive word of mouth, and because of Part 1, and I think that that's going to change the game. And then all while that's happening, And now you have the Sound of Freedom that is having a massive impact.
And you know what's even crazier? I didn't mean to cut you,
No, you're
but
good.
the now mainstream media is calling out Disney. I put it in the if you could share the
Oh yeah,
screen.
yeah, 100%.
This is an article from Variety, and they're just like, Disney's harsh new reality, costly flops, creative struggles. It's like you just can't hide it. You can't blame it on anything but yourselves. You know, you can't blame it anymore.
Yep.
Variety themselves are coming out. They're like, anything, and they're absolutely correct. Anything Disney threw out in 2019 made $1 billion. Now it's more difficult than ever to release a film worldwide. The international landscape has changed. It's not close to being back, and it's back for movies that have good stories. So you can't throw out. And when they say that Disney threw out anything in 2019, yeah, they were at that place in history where a film, Pixar, like you said, Pixar used to be the gold standard. Anything Pixar, it's like, oh, it's a Pixar film. Let's just go see it. I don't even know what it's about. Let's just go see it. You know, and all those things. And it's now it's like you can't do that anymore. Those days are you've hurt your fans and your audience so much that they're just like, yeah, we're done. And they're like, well, at least we got the theme parks. No,
not
you've
anymore.
screwed that up too, buddy. Like it's what do you think? You know,
Yep.
like people, the crazy thing is that these big corporations for years probably look down at all of us spending money on movie tickets as just dumb consumers. That they'll just slap the Star Wars name, slap Marvel, slap Tinkerbell, whatever. Everybody will they'll just go see it and buy it and do it. And there might have been a time where that was true, but people are just waking up and like, this stuff is crap. I'm not doing it anymore.
That's right.
So, and now it's like, you know, to save billions of dollars, Disney fired, you know, thousands of people. And it's like, it wouldn't like, did you see what happened at ESPN?
Yes.
They went to, and that's a Disney company. They went to ESPN and like, we got to save money.
Dude,
All you
and
big
I've talked about this. ESPN. I used to watch ESPN constantly growing up. It was on a loop. I was obsessed with ESPN. So I knew everything about sports. I knew everything going on. And ESPN became so unbearable with their political talking points and their TDS. And yeah, y'all like I have no. There's a lot of people I did like it at ESPN that lost their jobs. At the end of the day, I have no sympathy for you. You know, your company was overrun by leftist propaganda. You know, that's just where it is.
And like personalities that we thought were untouchable, they're like, yeah, you're gone.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Mhm.
Moving on. We're gonna replace you with like probably some college kid and pay him $25,000 a year to read a teleprompter and just say, "Oh, the Miami Heat won today by 5 points. Back to you, Bob." You know, like that's pretty much where it's gonna go.
Yep.
So
sad but true. I see.
but
Valiant,
I'm just saying, I
see
only
Valiant
brought
and
up
the Renegade.
sports. Yeah, I only brought up sports because it's all connected with the Disney brand, with ESPN and ABC and all that stuff. So
Everyone say hello to Valiant Renegade in the chat. What up, Valiant Renegade? Doing good work over there on his channel. Even though Jay had to roast him on calling it the 199ers.
Yeah, he's not part of the cult, so he doesn't know. Only people part of the cult say 199.
TJ says, I got my tickets to see it Monday. Hell yes. Chef Nick Nero, I grew up in the midst of abuse. That video brings me to tears. If we can't fight for our children, there's no reason for humanity to go on. None. Child abuse is a criminal in any form. 100%. 100%, buddy. My goodness, you guys have lit it up. Look at there. Alec Baldwin's finger with a member message 47199. Thank you. Ace Shinigami says Hollywood and others don't like this film because it's them that are involved too. Yeah, you're going to be able to see a lot of these trades are going to be writing negative articles about this movie. Irish Jedi says the sequel is going to be Tim Ballard's operation in Haiti. The reason they're attacking QAnon or attaching QAnon is because of the adrenochrome. Is that how you say it? Issue. Check the Sean Ryan Show interview with Jim Caviezel. Will do. The Swill. Welcome to the 199. Automated Showman. I remember scrolling through my socials when I saw a promo for Sound of Freedom. Happy for Caviezel. Same here. Doll Life Dan, thanks for the gifted memberships. Hail the 199 cult. The Swill gave up smoking this week so I could subscribe to you guys and others. This is a better use of my money. Well, hey, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that.
Wait,
yeah,
did you say you're happy?
I'm happy that they gave up smoking.
See that? That's all I'm saying. There's a guy in the chat
Ooh.
named Bakery Boom that says this channel is always unhappy. And I told him, I said, no, I'm happy. And he goes, you're incorrect. And Jeremy just said he's happy. So come on, Baker Boom. We're happy over here.
We got Mario Kart 8 DLC coming out. I'm going to play Fortnite at some point in time. I'm always happy when I play Fortnite. I'm looking forward to Oppenheimer. I'm looking forward to Mission Impossible. I'm looking forward to The Sound of Freedom. Look at all that positivity.
I want to see Barbie.
Yeah, not really. Not really.
That doesn't make me gay, does it?
A little bit. So, a little bit. It's okay, though. It's okay. Bill Sotheby says 199 plus 47 or 47 equals 246. 246 times 0 equals total of value to humanity your haters bring to the world. Now, that's some math I can get behind right there. Socrates McGoat. Jeremy, you should do a reaction video after you see The Sound of Freedom. I saw it yesterday. And heads up, I think it's going to hit you hard, man. It was hard for me, and I'm not a parent. Has Jay seen it? Jay has not seen it yet, right?
I don't know if I might buy a couple tickets for people and pass it on just to support this film. So it would be hard for me to see it because there's a lot of like things that I personally witnessed during those times was just it's rough. So I know it's going to be difficult to see, but I do think everyone should check it out.
Yep.
But we'll see. We'll see. I support this film. Like I said, we raised thousands of dollars for this organization a few years ago, and I think everyone should watch it. So I do like the fact that I could buy some tickets for people that can't afford to go. So
good stuff. Japanese Demon says 1 plus 9 plus 9 equals 199. There you go. Space Dave 2000. Jay, are you Christian? Just curious. Take care.
I claim to be. Yeah, I do the best I can.
There you go.
I go to church on Sunday.
Jay Salty Taint says Jay's name in Latin is Obamna. Coincidence?
None.
None. Dead Jester. If you want to try a new anti-hero book, try my book first called Dead Jester, Full of Nightmares. Dead Jester, Full of Nightmares. There you go. Dark8182 says, was Jeremy trolled with a Gary action figure? What do you mean? I don't know what he means by that. But trolling is what we do here at G&G in the 199. So MacFFD09, because of this community and what you have built, this is why Geeks Gamers will never fail. Redoing a room and would love the action figures to display. I listen, if the interest is there, I will see if from a budgetary standpoint I could work something in. I'm going to talk to the artist, see if he can design some more. It's really one of the coolest things I've ever seen. You guys have no idea what that meant to me. Like growing up, G.I. Joe, those packages and everything, the design that he put on it, it's incredible. Bethesda's Lore Master, the 199 is the next Freemasons. Secret ceremonies, handshakes, but Jeremy is like the Sith. Watch your back, Jay. Watch your back. Jay will take you out to supplant you.
Lady, I don't sneak up on anybody. If I try to sneak up on anyone, I'll fall over probably. So,
Lady Pitbull says, need a road trip video to Tampa to watch Ryan's Road Rage, please. 199 times 47. Maybe. I got some work to do on the road, so I don't know. I got several phone calls I have to take. So, lean back, have a snack, take a nap, becomes a new member. Thank you.
I love that name.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Gerardi Cabrera 199. Thank you, Japanese Demon Lord. Get a great leader. We are ready to release the virus at your word. God dang. Gerardi for 5 says, I was trying to send some indie titles, Indiana Jones and the Dildo of Destruction, The Definition of Desperation, and the Dingleberry of Defecation. Cheers. Thank you, buddy. That's why your message was retracted. I got you. Lou D says, Jay sacrifices cats to get you more channel members. and I appreciate it. Troy News says swig of water and Cobra Venom energy drinks 199. You guys got all type of ideas.
Did you call me, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just saw the.
That's all right.
I just saw the alert. I was like, "Did you call me live?" No.
No, it was before
Sorry
the
about
stream.
that.
Irish Jedi 66 says if you add the Scrabble letter value to Welcome to the Rebellion, Drunk 3 blank tile PO, it adds up to 47. Coincidence? I think not. Man, this idiot that did this numerical breakdown has made me a lot of money, so I appreciate it. Girardi says, saw The Sound of Freedom last night. It was thumbs up. Lady Wendelin says, if you think you can't stomach the movie, consider buying a seat or two online to support the movie. Well said.
Yeah, you can do that at angel.com.
Well said.
Oh.
Brant Savage says, been a while since I was here live. Good to be back. Hey, it's good to have you back. It's great to have you back. Valiant Renegade 45 says, congrats on finally getting monetized, Jeremy 199. Hey, buddy, appreciate you, man. Thanks for looking out, man. Bill Prime Gaming 999. I'm a 52-year-old handicapped man with a learning disability. Thank you for making this understandable for me. Hail Geeks and Gamers in 199. Hey, Bill. Thank you for being here, man.
Let me know when you get to Thomas.
Appreciate you. Doug B says, all hail to Jay, the best of us, 19947. Cultist. Wyatt Hilbert. Matt 186 says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that
it's better for him to throw himself into the water with a large rock. Yeah, that's a scripture verse. Jesus talked about anyone that hurts children is better for them to tie a rope around their neck with a large rock and throw themselves into the ocean than to deal with what God will do with them. So
well said. Square root of 47 equals D-Day Cobra. Battlefront last night, your team collapsed faster than Biden. That was a terrible collapse, and Jay didn't show up. Butter Biscuit.
I know. I wasn't there.
So when's the next clan meeting to vote out or vote on our cult leaders? Friday Night Tights. Friday Night Tights Nerdrotic channel. Dirty Jersey says, a bit ironic that those critics and media companies condemning Sound of Freedom seemingly groom children for that type of evil. The evil is real among us. It's scary, man. Scary, but
you guys
true.
are freaking lighting it up. This is just a
a
super chat read show today.
It is. The Gilk Man for $9.99. Much love for you all. Keeping amazing. Doing a 5K in October for autism awareness run by Doug Flutie. Already raised $250.
Yes.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, Thomas, if you go to Thomas Gilkey's Twitter, you could find the charity that he's running for. And I donated $100 because Thomas does this every year. It's a great thing that he does, and I appreciate the Gilk Man for doing his thing. So thank you, Thomas, for always being awesome and raising money for a great cause. Good job, Thomas. Just want to give him a shout out.
Thomas is awesome. Sebs Duran says, watch the movie, bought more tickets, made sure to share on all my platforms, have my own YouTube channel. Let's keep it going. That's a $19.99 super chat.
Yeah, I might have to see it just to do a review.
$19.99.
Just to get people to go see it.
I want to support this movie to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
And again, that's a testament to all the enthusiasm out there for the movie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
Christian Rucker says Walmart Plus members can see MI7 early. Walmart Plus members can see MI7 early on Sunday. Noted.
Really?
Apparently. Hey, Jay and Jeremy, thank you for everything. Love 199, says David Stout. Thank you. Gerardson says, watching Barbie doesn't make you gay. On the contrary, it says you're confident with masculinity. Being
That's
a bear
right.
makes you gay, though.
All right, noted.
Yadair Hay, concerning Sound of Freedom, after seeing this, you can choose to do nothing, but you can no longer say you did not know. William Wilberforce. Well said. The Guilt Man.
What's sad, me and Gina were supposed to dress up like Ken and Barbie and go see the film, and we were working on it, but I can't. She has a project that has come up that has pushed up a little bit, and we had to cancel. So
yeah,
she was so heartbroken. She was like, "Don't be." Her text was, "Don't be mad at me." I was like, "I'm not gonna be mad at you." So
that
was
gonna
be
funny.
a fun thing. Yeah. We were hoping we could make it happen.
Gilkman says Geeks Gamers should have a house dog. Just saying. We're getting a Bernedoodle today, which is a cross between a Bernese Mountain Dog and a poodle. That has been discussed. That's been discussed. That's all I can say. Neo Nimbus says, "Hey Jeremy, the cult pamphlets got lost. Next step, send more super chats." No, don't actually. I've got to wrap this up because we got to head to Tampa. Collector's Digest, Cult of Common Sense 199. Trevor Sumner, speak to Andy Masterson about action figures. He'll probably make them. Andy Masterson is awesome. He's done a lot for us, and it's great to see.
Good dude.
All right, I hate to rush, but we do have to get on the road to Tampa very soon. Max says their angels face perpetually towards God.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My gosh, you guys are crazy today. Doll Life Dan, 199 upside down on a calculator is GGI for Geeks and Gamers Indoctrination. I've cracked the code. My tinfoil hat will protect me from you. Wow, what a stream. Overwhelming.
Pretty awesome.
Overwhelming. Again, Rumble, Kick, you guys have been incredible. And I'm just blown away by it. The support has been through the roof since everything happened this Monday. And I went from being terrified for the future of Geeks and Gamers to feeling better than I've ever felt about it. And that's just the ups and downs of, life in general. But yeah, it's been pretty wild to see all the support and everybody standing up for us. And again, we work for you, for the people, by the people. And it's been pretty damn amazing. Jay, what do you got going on?
I'll put the link in the chat if you don't mind. I'm going live with Fear the Beardo on my channel.
Yep.
At 12:30, like 15 minutes.
There we go.
All right, whenever we're done and here, and we're going to continue the conversation over there.
There we go.
Thank you for letting me promote that.
Yes, of course. So thank you guys so much for all the support and all of the donations, all the gifted memberships, supporting on Kick, supporting on Rumble. We had a great audience on both of those platforms today, and it's awesome to see. Support alternative tech. Follow us on those platforms. I'm a huge fan of Kick. I'm loving that platform. It's got to get better. They got to improve they've got to improve the app. But if you watch from mobile, it's really good. We did an exclusive Kick stream yesterday, Fortnite. We did that right before Battlefront. You may see that more in the future, so please be following us over there. The notifications work great on the app. Even though the app itself kind of sucks, the notifications are fantastic. And if you're on your phone, I would just urge you to use the mobile browser on your phone. But Spirian has gifted a membership over on Kick just now. Thank you, Spirian. Appreciate that. But yeah, other than that, thank you to Jay. Thank you to the 199. It really is appreciated for all of you. Go over, follow us on Twitter, and just go retweet that picture of the G.I. Joe, 199. It's amazing. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So damn awesome. Automated Showman says, after they say that they're after, after they say that they're after your kids, then talking negatively about Sound of Freedom really paints a picture about them. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. Let's see. Evie 80 says, perhaps I'm not on vacation. I'll be here tomorrow, but I'm not sure about next week. However, this has been an interesting week, Jeremy. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you. And just want to see, Bakery Boom says, thank God this is over. I'll fucking run for another 10 minutes just to piss you off now. Now, if you want to come in here, I know I got to go, but if that's what you, if you want to come in the chat, start talking shit, I'll extend the show for another 10 fucking minutes. I really don't have time though. But all right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Smash the melee button. You guys are the best. The 199 representing always. Have a great day, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
Take care.